think, and grow in faith with Bible Growth Quiz. Click the like button, don't forget to comment and share your score. Subscribe and click the notification bell to get more inspiring videos like this. Chapter 37, How many sheaves bowed down to Joseph's sheaf in his dream? A. 7. B. 12. C. 11. The correct answer is C. And Genesis 37 verses 7 says, "We were binding sheaves of grain out in the field when suddenly my sheaf rose and stood upright, while your sheaves gathered around mine and bowed down to it." Chapter 38, Judah's first son who married Tamar is called? A. Onan. B. Er. C. Shelah. The correct answer is B. And Genesis 38 verses 6 says, Judah got a wife for Er, his firstborn, and her name was Tamar. Chapter 39, What was the position that Potiphar gave to Joseph in his house? A. Cupbearer. B. Attendant. C. Lead messenger. The correct answer is B. And Genesis 39 verses 4 says, Joseph found favor in his eyes and became his attendant. Potiphar put him in charge of his household, and he entrusted to his care everything he owned. Chapter 40, What did the cupbearer and the baker saw in their dreams? A. 3 branches of vine and 3 baskets of bread. B. 3 clusters of grapes and basket of wheat. C. 12 branches. Basket of fruit. The correct answer is A. Chapter 41, What is the interpretation of the 7 fat cows in Pharaoh's dream? A. 7 years' reign. B. 7 years of rain. C. 7 years of plenty. The correct answer is C. And Genesis 41 verses 26 and 29 says, The 7 good cows are 7 years, and the 7 good heads of grain are 7 years. It is one and the same dream. 7 years of great abundance are coming throughout the land of Egypt. Chapter 42, Joseph accused his brothers of being when they came to buy grain in Egypt. A. Liars. B. Spies. C. Thieves. The correct answer is B. And Genesis 42 verses 9 says, Then he remembered his dreams about them and said to them, You are spies. You have come to see where our land is unprotected. Chapter 43, which is not among the gifts Jacob sent with his sons to Joseph in Egypt. A. Gold. B. Honey. C. Almonds. The correct answer is A. And Genesis 43 verses 11 says, Then their father Israel said to them, If it must be, then do this, put some of the best products of the land in your bags and take them down to the man as a gift, a little balm and a little honey, some spices and myrrh, some pistachio nuts and almonds. Chapter 44, In whose sack did Joseph's steward find his silver cup? A. Judah. B. Reuben. C. Benjamin. The correct answer is C. And Genesis 44 verses 12 says, Then the steward proceeded to search, beginning with the oldest and ending with the youngest. And the cup was found in Benjamin's sack. Chapter 45. What caution did Joseph give his brothers on their way back to Canaan? A. Do not delay. B. Do not quarrel. C. Do not fight. The correct answer is B. And Genesis 45 verses 24 says, Then he sent his brothers away. And as they were leaving, he said to them, Don't quarrel on the way. Chapter 46. How many people from Jacob's family went to Egypt? A. 70. B. 65. C. 81. The correct answer is A. And Genesis 46 verses 27 says, With the two sons who had been born to Joseph in Egypt, the members of Jacob's family, which went to Egypt, were 70 in all. Click the like button, don't forget to comment and share your score. Subscribe and click the notification bell to get more inspiring videos like this. Chapter 11. Joseph did not take this from the Egyptians in exchange for grain during the famine. A. Their livestock. B. Their land. C. Their clothes. The correct answer is C. And Genesis 47 verses 18 and 20 says, When that year was over, they came to him the following year and said, We cannot hide from our Lord the fact that since our money is gone and our livestock belongs to you, there is nothing left for our Lord except our bodies and our land. Chapter 48. Who did Jacob say would be greater among his grandsons? A. The younger. B. The older. C. Both equal. The correct answer is A. And Genesis 48 verses 19 says, But his father refused and said, I know. My son. I know. He too will become a people. And he too will become great. Nevertheless, his younger brother will be greater than he, and his descendants will become a group of nations. Chapter 49. Which of Jacob's sons was compared to a snake? A. Zebulun. B. Naphtali. C. Dan. The correct answer is C. And Genesis 49 verses 17 says, Dan will be a snake by the roadside, a viper along the path, that bites the horse's heels so that its rider tumbles backward. Chapter 50. How many days did the Egyptians mourn for Jacob? A. 70 days. B. 40 days. C. 14 days. The correct answer is A. And Genesis 50 verses 3 says, Taking a full 40 days. For that was the time required for embalming. And the Egyptians mourned for him 70 days. Chapter 10. Who are the descendants of Canaan son of Ham? A. Ludites, Anamites, and Leobites. B. Naphtalites, Pathrusites, and Caphtorites. C. Amorites, Jebusites, and Hivites. The correct answer is A. And Genesis 10 verses 15 says, Canaan was the father of Sidon his firstborn. And of the Hittites, Jebusites, Amorites, Girgashites, Hivites, Archites, Sinites, Arvadites, Zemarites, and Hamathites. Chapter 11. Who was the father of Terah? A. Peleg. B. Nahor. C. Sarug. The correct answer is B. And Genesis 11 verses 24 says, When Nahor had lived 29 years, he became the father of Terah. Chapter 15. Which of the options was not part of the animals used for the covenant ceremony between God and Abram? A. A ram. B. A goat. C. A lamb. The correct answer is C. And Genesis 15 verses 9 says, So the Lord said to him, Bring me a heifer, a goat and a ram, each 3 years old, along with a dove and a young pigeon. Chapter 16. The well where Hagar met an angel is called? A. Bir Lahai Roi. B. Beersheba. C. And Mishpat. The correct answer is A. And Genesis 16 verses 14 says, That is why the well was called Bir Lahai Roi. It is still there, between Kadesh and Bered. Chapter 19. What did God said will happen to Abimelech if he would not return Abraham's wife? A. He will fall sick. B. He will die. C. He will perish. The correct answer is B. And Genesis 20 verses 7 says, Now return the man's wife, for he is a prophet, and he will pray for you and you will live. But if you do not return her, you may be sure that you and all who belong to you will die. Chapter 24. Where did Abraham's servant stop to rest when he went to find a wife for Isaac? A. Nahor. B. Haran. C. Paddan Aram. The correct answer is A. And Genesis 24 verses 10 says, Then the servant left, taking with him 10 of his master's camels loaded with all kinds of good things from his master. He set out for Aram Naharaim and made his way to the town of Nahor.
Thank you for taking this quiz. How many questions did you get correctly? Please comment below, like and subscribe. See you in the next video.